I have questions. I want to know, why is it so hard for men and women to have good relationships? Why is it so hard? And don't give me that, ooh, it ain't hard, because everybody is not able to be successful in relationships. And let me tell you how I know. Very rarely are people just, get it right the first time. It's very rare that you'll meet a person that says, you are my first relationship. Oh, yes. No. I mean, we've had past relationships that have failed and things didn't work out quite right. What are we not getting? I'm not going to put it on the women. I'm not going to put it on the men. I just want to know straight up, what are we not? Why is it so hard to have a good relationship? I want to know. Don't give me that it ain't hard, it's all good, this is what you got to do. Because if it was that easy, you wouldn't have all these dating apps and, shit. I'm just saying, it's like, why is it so difficult for people to come together and have love, Now, fucking all day long, I understand, that's fine. That part ain't never going to, that's always going to be good. People don't need no help in getting their thing on. But I'm just saying, why is it so hard to get along in a relationship? Why is it so hard in the choosing of the right person? What are we missing? Are we just going off of the physical? Are we just, I'm the type of person, I fall in love with words. Because that's all it is. At first, I ain't giving nothing to you. So all I'm falling in love is the shit that you say that you about. Because like I said, I do take people for face value. I take people for face value. I ain't finna argue with you if that's who you say you are, unless you've, shown me something different, or your actions have proved something different, or your words have contradiction your actions or something like that. Fine. But otherwise, I'm going to believe what you say, who you say you are, whoever that is, I've met people who I feel like have reinvented themselves depending on who they with. Or maybe they're telling you who they want to be. I was in my other entry, I was saying that people speak things into existence. So some of these people, maybe they're talking about the personality they want to have. I was talking to a friend of mine, and, she had met this guy, beautiful woman, educated woman, great job, good credit, not angry, don't have no baby daddies and no issues like that, come from a two-parent home, just up and up. And she met this dude, and he was very handsome. Very handsome, no kids, educated as well. He had a decent paying job. She made more than he did by far. But, it's all good. They were meeting up, whatever. And she's like me, she'd give you the benefit of the doubt. Whatever you come in with, the story, your background, whatever, I'm going to take it like that. Okay, that's who you say you are. That's what you say you do. Cool. One thing about it, he had a speech impediment. He stuttered real bad, and I told her, I was like, look, the brother is handsome. He doesn't have any children. He works. He seems responsible. He has a car, his own place. Just the quick rundown. Everything looks good. Yeah, he may have a speech impediment. Get the brother a chance. Should be patient. Look into his eyes. Maybe his ass will talk clear or some shit. I don't know. Just be patient. Wait till you get that shit out. It's okay. We grown folks, young folks may laugh and all. Hey, it's okay. We give the brother a chance. Give him a chance. It's okay. At first she was like, damn, I don't know if I had the patience to sit up there and wait. I said, listen, just be patient, give the brother a chance. Come if, they date, what have you, go out a few times. They talking on the phone. She said that could be frustrating as a motherfucker, but hey, she giving them a chance. And come to find out, this brother done forged his whole resume. Everything about him, he done, his whole storyline is falling apart, okay? As time goes on, shit's unraveling. He is not, doing what he says he's going to do. I'm not going to get too off into it because, as you remember, this is anonymous. I don't want to reveal too many details for folks start figuring things out. But his job, details about his financial, his background, his current situation, you know what I'm saying? It was not drama free. It just turned out that he I think what happened was, and I'm just going to go out on a limb. I think that I still think he's a good brother. I think that he had confidence issues because of the stuttering, and faced with a gorgeous woman, had it going on, so to speak, he presented a person that he felt like she would like. He presented himself as someone he felt like she would like, because he has some confidence issues. Instead of just truly being who he was, my thing is, even if it's not who you are now and you tell a person, listen, these are my goals, right now, this is where I'm at, but this is where I would like to be. Do that. Don't sit up here and present yourself as that person already. So it was easier for her to just say, you know what? I ain't finna do it because you're inconsistent. I'm already seeing some things. I'm not finna. See, she's the type of person, I'm not going down that road with you. When I see the red flags, the flag on the play, when the flag is on the play, it's foul. Oh, I'm not a big sports fan. No, y'all know. It's foul. I'm out. She ain't finna, because what her thing is, that's what the problem with some of y'all women is. She should say, y'all be with these dudes and they show you time and time again. The first time your shit don't add up. Yeah, we all human, but you ain't got to lie to kick it. You know what I'm saying? And she said, I don't have time for that. I'm not finna have them war scars and stories about how a nigga done dragged me or done this and done that. I'm not finna do that. And so that was, I've learned something even from her, because she said, she calls it the lost puppy. Or the stray dog syndrome. Oh, he's so cute, but he don't have a home. He need a place. He look hungry. Well, I'm just, go and buy him some food. And let me go buy some flea shampoo and get him out there and give him a bath and feed him. And I'm going to buy him a little flea collar and all of that. And I'm going to take him to PetSmart and get his little shot. I'm going to fix him up. And that's a lot of times what we do, We try to uplift these men and fix them up, and we make excuses for them. And don't get me wrong, I'm speaking from a female perspective because that's what I am. This could be the other way around, because the men like to say that we don't have our shit together. But I personally feel like, hell, if y'all supposed to be the head, and we're so fucked up, we can't get right until y'all get right. Y'all supposed to be leading us. Okay, I won't get into that. That's a whole different thing. But anyway, I just feel that keep it real. Meet people where you are and be honest. You don't have to share and divulge your past details with a motherfucker. But be real about where you are, where you stand. I've had men that have hidden children. How in the fuck? Listen, I'm going to tell y'all the truth. I was with this man, with my ex. I was with him for over 10 years. Listen to me. I was with him for over 10 years. And I did not know. When I met him, he told me he had one child. That's what he said. I'm going to believe what you tell me. I don't have no reason not to. I'm not the Inspector Gadget. I'm not that type. Told me he had one child. With this man for 10 years, we have a child. It was not until we had a child together, until I found out he had another child, a son. Listen to me. I was just commenting to him, one of his family members. I said, oh, wow, I really want a boy because this will be our first boy, together, whatever. He doesn't have boys. We both have. He has a daughter. I have daughters. That's what I really would like. Of course, I want a healthy child. It was like, he do too. I said, what? Yeah, he has a son. He has a son? How come I ain't never heard? I ain't seen no picture. What? Men will hide children. It's easy, ladies. It's easy for them to do. It's easy. Because, see, one thing my mother told me, she said, when you had that baby coming home with you. When you go to the hospital and you have that baby coming home with you. If that man don't never show up to that motherfucker, that baby coming home with you. Okay? So men can do it. Come to find out, he had a situation I confronted him about. I was like, what the fuck? How did you miss that? How did you not? It ain't no thing, you know what I'm saying? But how could you deny your own child? He said, well, it was a long time ago, and me and her got into it when he was real small, and she married someone and moved out of the state and said that man was going to raise, you know. I said, how could it was chilling to think, how could you go through your life every day? This is something I don't understand as a mother. How can you go through your life every day and not think about the welfare of your child somewhere out there in the world? You don't know if they being mistreated. You don't know if somebody fucking with your kid. You don't know if they eating right. You don't know if they on the street. You don't know if they being molested. You don't know anything. You just going through life and you don't give a damn. And that shit is out of sight, out of mind to some of these men. That was so hurtful. I felt like, damn. And I told him, I said, I feel like if you can deny one, you can deny mine too. And I never looked at him the same. I couldn't be with him after that. I couldn't. And listen, his son, was a grown adult man at this time. He had missed his whole life. And when I asked him, he goes around saying he introduced himself to me saying, she's an only child. Basically, he built our whole time together. He presented himself in that manner, that he only had one, that he didn't want any kids, a lot of kids or whatever without being married. He only presented himself in that manner. I couldn't be with him after that. No, I can't be with you. And the son had moved back. Listen how deep this is. I'm going on. I'm just letting you know how people deceive you. The son, this is after we had our child. I couldn't look at him the same. I'm not going to lie to you. That kind of rocked me. I know if, we're supposed to have a forgiving spirit. But it was something about that situation that was so uncomfortable for me. I just couldn't believe it. I could not, because he did accept my children. And there was no issues there. But it was something about that felt like, how can you accept my kid? These are not your children. You can't love my kids more than you love your own. You got your flesh out here, and especially your only son that bears your likeness, your only son you ain't fuck with like that. You ain't support, you ain't give a fuck about. You just let somebody else do the job. Fuck it. Okay. I understand it was a long time ago. You were young, but damn, nothing kicked in to say, wait. I guess you could say that's like adoption type shit, but that just bothered me a little bit. I ain't gonna lie to you. I never did look at him the same after that. It wasn't long. Maybe we stayed together another 4 or 5 years, and that 4 years, 3 or 4 years, and that was it. Anyway, that was amazing. Those things have happened too. The son came back, from out of state, out of town, and moved back when he was an adult. Can you blame them? They say that all the time when kids are giving up and stuff like that. They come back for them absent parents because they want to know why. They grow up missing that. When they find out that that's not their biological parent, they seek out who am I? I want to know my people. He came back, tried to establish a relationship. He treated him like shit. Once I found out, and he could be honest about it, once that was, it was like a burden was lifted, and he could speak freely about it. Once I found out, he was like, he talked about his son like a dog. He used to talk about him so bad and how he didn't know how to get this right. He was doing this like he was a fuck up. Nigga, how you gonna sit up here and talk about your son being a fuck up and you didn't have no hand in rearing him? And now he's coming back and trying to reestablish a relationship with you and you being standoffish. Anyway, I just couldn't, I couldn't relate. So what I'm saying is men sometimes have the tendency to hide their children. Do women do it? Nowadays, maybe so. But I'm saying I have met men, and when I've asked them, do you have any children? How many children? Not that I know of. That frustrates me. What the fuck? How you going to sit up here and ask you if you have children? Your answer is not that you know of. You're going to have to clarify and explain what you mean by that. Well, I'm just saying, you never know. I mean, I had to, and then it's always a story about this one bitch that say she had my baby, but what you mean she say, well, she say she had my baby shit, but she ain't never came and said nothing, she just, that was just a rumor or whatever, he don't really look like me. So it's like, how can you not check up on that? That's just like if somebody, it doesn't happen with women because the baby comes from us. We know if we done had a damn baby. And I understand for a man, women could be deceitful sometimes or confused. I ain't even going to say deceitful, confused sometimes about who the daddy is or whatever. But once the baby's here, like this one dude said, yeah, I ain't going to lie, that little nigga look like me, but she ain't never said nothing. I even had my mama asked her about it. She wouldn't admit to it. So, I don't know. And we constantly hear about these children in our communities being raised by single parents and the daddy ain't around. The daddy won't even acknowledge. He know that you went into a woman unprotected, or fuck it, even if you was protected, it's a possibility. That shit ain't 100%. You went into a woman, and the next time you see that motherfucker, she pushing a stroller, or she came up and had a baby, and you start to calculate the math, and you knew it was anywhere around that time. How could you not, want to be responsible for your flesh? This is the last thing I'm going to say about that. I'm going off into a different area, but I just want to say this. One thing I do recognize about every other culture of people, they love to, family. They celebrate when they have children, when they hear the news that their wife or relative or whatever is having a baby. They're not shameful about it. You know what I'm saying? Our African-American men and women, we got to get that together, because our children are our future. You got to love the kids. You got to love the kids, Fucking is part of the reproductive process, y'all. I know it feel good, but that ain't, God is so great that he made a process that's necessary to reproduce and survive. He made it pleasurable. But what we've forgotten is the general purpose. The general purpose is to reproduce. And it just feel good while you're doing it. You see what I'm saying? Be fruitful. Multiply. So it's not a bad thing. We just have to embrace it in a different way. We have to, learn how to build our family stronger and stop this bullshit. Basically, going back to the fact that we have to come together, be honest, upfront about who you are, embrace your truth, present your best self, but present your true self, And if you want to be better, then discuss that. As men, women love to hear that you're trying to better yourself. If you truly are trying to better yourself. If you ain't talking crazy. We love to hear that you're striving, because what we trying to do when you're talking, I know for me, I'm trying to see where I fit into that. I'm trying to see where I fit into your life. Oh, these are your goals, your aspirations, your dreams. This is where you want to be. How do I fit? How, is that something that I would be able to work well in that framework? You see what I'm saying? So even if you don't have six-figure income, you don't have good credit, you do have a baby mama lurking, just be honest. Hey, this is where I want to be. This is where I am, mama, but this is where I want to be. Yes, my credit's kind of fucked with the divorce or child support, whatever's going on, issues that I've had. I am trying to, I want to get in a position where I can, improve my credit. So that's what I'm working on now. Fuck what she think. My thing is, so what? You like this woman so much. If I tell her that and she got it going on, she ain't want to fuck with me, then fuck with her. Fuck her. Let her go on. And you just need to tell your story and sell yourself to the person who wants to buy. My thing is, if you feel like a woman is out of your league, there's no such thing, to be honest with you guys. Women love confident men. Oh, not overly confident, but we love a confidence in a man. Because we have to look to you. You're going to be out in front of us. If you, walking with your shoulders slumped and look from side to side, got your head down and you're not sure of yourself, how can I go behind and follow that? How can I go behind and follow that? Just be upfront and honest. Tell her where you are and where you want to go. Don't mix that shit. Don't mix that shit and act like that's you. I fall in love with words. You have to blow my mind I'm an intellectual. When you get to me, you got to get to my mind, and then it goes to my heart. It ain't the other way for me. It's just not. Everybody's different. Everybody is different. And ladies, be upfront about your shit. I'm not talking about your past and going off of what he did to me, what I went through with him, and then I'm not talking about that. Be honest with the man up front about what you want. If you desire to have a husband and a family and children and a certain type of lifestyle, tell him. Don't be afraid. Yes, in the first conversation, fuck him. If he don't like that and you feel like it'll scare him off, fuck him. You want him to be gone. You don't want to sit up here and be fooling around like that. I told this woman, don't be afraid. You sit up here with this motherfucker laying on top of you, breathing all in your goddamn face for 2, 3, 4 years, and you ain't told him about being married. You want that? That's your fault. Be upfront about your expectations. I'm just wondering if maybe this is the reason why we can't be happy. We can't be in positive relationships. I'm not excluding myself. I'm not coming on here like I'm a guru. I need help. I need help with it. Okay? I'm just thinking out loud. That's all. I'm just thinking that maybe it's that's part of it. That we're not being upfront about who we are. It's something about this compatibility thing. It's too many failed relationships. It's too many, things going on while we can't connect. We'll get further into it, though. Tell me what you think. Tell me your experience. Tell me what's on your mind. Tell me what you think. What you got